Today we're installing the biggest scam in the plumbing industry, which is a tankless water heater. And like I mentioned before, the reason it's the biggest scam is because most people don't know. They just upsell it and they don't actually know the product. So right now what we're gonna do is there's the old water heater was over there. We already removed it. As you can see, it's over there. So this is when you install the tankless water heater. It's a great thing, but most people, they don't tell the customer. They just upsell them, and then the customer doesn't get what it's designed for, because they number one, it takes way more money to install this little line, the recirc, and it takes more labor, and just people just want to install a new water heater, and that's it. And that's why it's the biggest scam, because a typical installation, depending on your area, it ranges from $2,000 to a 40-gallon water heater. A tankless ranges from $5,000 to up to like $14,000. So there's way more money in installing tankless water heaters, but if you install it incorrectly, then there's no point. You just wasted your money. And that's why I say tankless water heaters are the biggest scam in plumbing, because most plumbers are not trained, or they don't know the product to install them correctly. All they care is about the sale, and they'll just tell the customer, yeah. They're not educated enough to tell them, like, hey, that's not gonna work, because number one, you need to have this line right here, which is the return line. And when you don't have a return line, you're not gonna get instant hot water. And most people don't understand. So if you had these two lines, it'll still take for however long it would take before to get the hot water, because you got to push all the water. And another thing that a lot of salesmen, that plumbers go in, they don't tell you that, because then it adds a lot more cost to it. And that means you have to run a dedicated recirc line like this one. For example, this is I think this was the cold supply, this was the hot, and this little thing right here was the return for the recirc pump. So this third line is the recirc plan. And all in that inside, we're also going to do a recirc line. It does not solve your issue of instant hot water. And that's the biggest thing these bigger companies or these salespeople try to push. That you're like, hey, upgrade to a tankless, you're going to get instant hot water. That's bullshit. Why? Because they don't have this little line called the return line. Like I said, we're going to install it around here. In there is the brand new 50-gallon island bathtub.
Yeah, like no matter what she did, I would bring her back, way. But that's just me, way, you know. Anything that she did.
So we just finished installing this tankless water heater. Like I mentioned, we usually don't recommend, but in this house, we installed the freestanding tub, and by the time you go through it, and then they were having problems with the 40-gallon, they also are applying for permits to remodel their garage. So that's the reason we went towards tankless, and just for the saving and on-demand hot water. We also installed a return line, so that means it's gonna get a faster. Like I said, most people, if they don't install this, which in some models they don't have the return line, so your model doesn't have a return line, this is the best way to install tankless. Because of the type of area we are coastal, we did go with type K copper. I know it looks the same, but it's not. This is the thickest copper there is. So this is and then we're also waiting on a special order for the cover that is gonna go over this, so we could cover that. Other than that, I think we're looking pretty good. Yeah, just radar setup. I don't know. This is a commercial thing. I like to use strut, maybe because I've been using strut all my life. But I feel like when you add, something I noticed that we do that a lot of people don't do, and this is just me coming from commercial, is we install these strut, and it helps a lot to like hold it. It's like sturdy. We could hit the stud, because these brackets, there's a bunch of brackets, but there's no way we're gonna fucking hit studs on this thing. So this thing is like, that's just fucking solid.
Hey Oceanside, quick question. Do you know your pressure? No, I'm not talking about your heart rate or blood pressure. I'm talking about your home's water pressure. Just like your heart controls pressure in your body, your PRV valve controls pressure in your house. And just like high blood pressure is bad for your body, high water pressure is bad for your plumbing. It can cause leaks, damage pipes, and shorten the life of your water heater, sometimes without warning. We see this all the time here in Oceanside and North County. If you don't know your water pressure, call or text us to schedule a pressure check. Just like your blood pressure, it's better to catch it early, not when it's too late.